All right. So today I have something completely different. I love sushis. I don't like trouble, and sushis are too expensive. So I've done some kind of experimenting to hack my way into doing sushis fast for myself and my family. And here's what I came up with. I don't know if you think it's clever, but I think it's pretty good. Makes it very inexpensive and fast. So, first thing, I make my rice in the Instant Pot here. I just put it at pressure cook for 5 minutes and then let it release the pressure by itself. Quite easy, there's tons of recipe online. But essentially, you rinse it. You put almost as much water as you put rice. Myself, I do 2 cups of rice. I'm not using any special sushi rice. I'm using Calrose rice, and I just rinse it very well. And it's essentially cheaper, and to be honest, I can't tell the difference. I'm using rice vinegar inside the rice once it's cooked. And you should be using mirin, which is essentially a slightly seasoned sweet syrup that you put in. But if you substitute it by granulated white sugar, I promise you won't tell the difference. Bonus is that this keeps very well. You can find it almost anywhere. And granulated white sugar means you have one less thing to keep inside the house. You can ignore the slow cooker there. That's for my supper. I have a plank here which will be my rolled sushi over here. I've pre-cut all my vegetables and I'm using mango and strawberries, which were frozen, and I've cut them frozen in small sticks. Because they were frozen, it was very easy to cut them. Otherwise, I challenge you to cut sticks with that. And then for the julienne of carrots, small cucumbers, I've used this here from Oxo, which is essentially a julienne maker. It goes super fast. Highly recommend it. I have 3 sauces. I have a wasabi tube. I have a soy reduction sauce that I really like. It's made by, it's a recipe from Ellen Rennie. This is very complicated, but I will link the recipe in the description. Absolutely love it. It's a soy reduction. I'm using a special mayonnaise that I've made, which is the spicy sweet mayonnaise that you can find in sushi restaurant. It kind of reminds you of it. I have 2 versions. I have the simple version, which essentially is just mayonnaise. You can get almonds, it's perfectly fine. And you can use this here, which is sweet chili sauce. I get it at Costco. I get my mayo at Costco, and you'll see I get also my fish at Costco. And you mix it to taste. You can put maybe one part sweet chili and 8-part mayonnaise. The bottle here, I recommend, if you get the OXO bottles, get the one with the big spigot, because if you don't, the small chili flakes, unless you absolutely blend them perfectly and shred them, they will get stuck inside the spigot, and you'll be swearing. Here, usually, I just put my fish inside this bowl. I put Rice Krispies here. What are you doing, man? If you use panko or tempura batter, Rice Krispies is perfectly fine. It's a pretty good alternative. My wife is also allergic to seafood, which, by the way, doesn't mean she's allergic to fish, only shellfish and such. This is a perfectly serviceable alternative, and usually tempura batter can be fried in the same oil as shrimp, so there's maybe cross-contamination. Here I have a small pot with extra virgin olive oil. I'll show you why a little bit later. And I have my fish here. I'm getting those from salmon poke, which you can get at Costco. So it's 5 servings. It's small pouches like this, and they are pre-seasoned. It's not perfect. I also got those sashimi slices last time I went to Costco, and I also got the tuna poke here. So I'm getting those in Canada. I don't know if you have them around your place, but here, salmon poke here costs $21.99 for 5 servings, so for that box. And the tuna is a little bit less expensive at $19, $19.99, $20 for 5 pouches. I prefer personally the salmon poke. And I know you could get salmon, raw salmon from Costco. You can get it from reputable sources, but my desire right now is speed and efficiency, and this is perfect for me. What I do is that I get a pot like this with water in it. I put my pouches in. I start my rice, so 5 minutes, and then I wait for the pressure to release. So that's about 20 minutes total to prepare everything, during which time I can do my julienne and everything for my veggies. I can get out my sauce and everything. I can wrap my bamboo rolling mat here in cling wrap, and I can get my seaweeds out. And then the rice is ready, and the fish is almost perfectly thawed. So what I do is that I now mix the seasoning inside the rice, and then I start rolling. I roll all my rolls, and then I cut them, and I get from 2 cups of rice from 6 to 8 rolls. There's tons of technique for that. I'll show you what I do, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It goes very fast. I can make something like almost 100 pieces in 35-40 minutes or so. First time I did that, I didn't have a setup like this that I was used for. I was looking for stuff. I was kind of hesitating. So it took me an hour and a half maybe to make the same amount of sushi, but now I'm going fast. So let me show you how I prepare everything. All right, so first step, you put your seaweed here, shiny side down, and the lines following the lines in the threads of the bamboo mats. And then you put your rice on. Before you do that, you put on a glove. Personally, I just put one, and I use my bare clean hand with the other hand. And I just dip my gloved end in the extra virgin olive oil. So this will prevent my hand from sticking to the very sticky rice. So that's what I recommend. Just do that, and then you'll be able to spread your rice more efficiently. All right, so I'm gonna try and do this one-handed, which is probably not gonna be super easy. But what you want to do is that you want to put a kind of thin layer of rice everywhere here. And what you want is not to go all the way down. You want to leave maybe an inch. And you don't want everything to be perfect. You actually, right now, I can tell that I've put a little bit too much rice. And you want the rice to be kind of thin. You'll see in cheap sushi restaurant, they put a lot of rice. They fill you up with rice, which is inexpensive, and they go light on the ingredients. So if you have too much rice, you won't get as much flavor. But then what you want to do is, as you can see, because of the olive oil, and you need extra virgin olive oil, otherwise it will taste olive oil. The extra virgin one has less taste in it. And then you put your hand like this, and you create some kind of small dam. This is just to prevent your ingredient from spilling over. I've heard that it kind of helps. Not sure if it really does, but yeah. And then you want to take some wasabi. The actually, True Recipe apparently uses wasabi like this. I quite like it. you put a small knob of it. Sorry, trying to do this one-ended. I usually just smother it around with my hand, and then you try to spread it all over the place. You've heard the something fall on the ground. Sorry about that. You should have gotten a support for the phone. So yeah, go to taste there, and then I usually just start with the fish. So I put some fish in, and then yeah, and the dam right there. I usually put the sauce here. I have very little sauce right now. There's going to be lots of soy reduction in this batch. So you put some sauce. Sorry about that. This is for demonstration purpose only. Usually I would have made more sauce. So there we go. And then I put some Rice Krispies for the smoke crunch here. Then I'll put my other ingredients. So this one will be avocado. This is way too much of a big chunk. Should have cut it in two. You can go a little bit messy. Usually you'll figure out how much you can fill or not fill your rolls over time. You'll get some experience. Me, I know I can roll it with that. And yeah, that'll be it for this roll. It's already packed. So what I do is that I turn the mat, and I'm gonna roll it just like a burrito over there. So I'm gonna start it, and I'm gonna film midway because I only have one hand. So you start rolling like this, and you want to pretty much when you're rolling a burrito, you want to grab the stuff that's in, but you want to roll tight. So I rolled a little bit more, and I'm pushing the stuff inside a little bit. I'm trying also to tighten the roll over there. There's tons of better tutorial on the internet, but just showing you the whole process for my technique. So this is what it looks like when you're almost at the end. You continue rolling, and you've got a sushi roll. You keep the fold under, and you transfer it to your cutting plate right here. And once you've done all your rolls, you cut them, give them some time to seal pretty well, and you've got yourself some sushis. All right, so I did 8 rolls. I wasn't particularly efficient today, but it went pretty fast. So now I just have to cut them and serve. You can cut different thickness if you want. Those it usually doesn't stay long in my family. Everyone in divorce. Everyone eats everything when I do sushi. So yeah. So let me know if that helped. This is my truly non-authentic, efficient way of making sushis. I'm trying to hack my way into food also. All right. Thanks for watching.